G'day Scrappers, Mennace here with another episode of Scrap Mechanic. We're here inside another world that I've created. I've got like 50 worlds and I have made a T4-A Imperial transport. Now, as some of you guys know, I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan, and if you have never seen this ship before, it's in lots of the Star Wars movies. The original 3, episodes 4, 5 and 6 mainly. I believe makes its first appearance in episode 4. Maybe episode 6, Empire. I'm not sure, but I did my best. Okay, look, I had this idea that I really wanted to do this ship, and I wanted to make it huge. It's pretty big right now, and as you know, I could spend a lot more time on the aesthetics, probably get it to look a bit better, but it gets heavier with time, and I think I did an alright job. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's not terrible. It's just average. It's pretty cool in my opinion. Some of the stuff I've added to it is lots of good fun. So let's zoom in here. A few issues that I did have whilst building it. Obviously, since the weight of the metal, I could probably have used a different kind of material, but I really wanted to go for that metal look. Let's get this out here, and you can see, I did see what I saw over here. Get rid of that bearing, go away. So you can see that we'll go into the light over here. The actual wings are 2 parts, and you can see that pretty clearly here. There's a break in between the 2. The reason I had to do that is because bearings have a weight limit on them. And this is pretty much it. So as you can see, I've had to add a few like little notches just to keep it together. And there's like, we will get into that in a minute. A bearing here and a bearing here that sort of brings the wings down as it flies around. I've got some thrusters at the back as well, and at the top I have got the nose. The nose is very hard. It looks more like Schism said a duck, and I agree. Kind of looks more like a duck than the T4-A, but hey man, use your imagination. So let's get in and have a little bit of a fly. But before we do, I wanted to talk to you really quickly about how this video is going to go. I have been getting a ton of your suggestions for what you want me to build, and I'm trying to figure out a best way for me to meet those requests, because I really value your input into these videos and would love to be able to make something that you suggest. So what I'm going to do is at the end of this video, I'm going to ask you 2 different vehicles that I would like to build in the next video, and what I want you to do is then comment below with what you want me to build. Moving forward, I'm going to use a Star Wars theme. If you like Star Wars, I really want to see what you guys would like me to build, and obviously give your input. So at the end of the video, we'll discuss that, which won't be long because this is going to be a super short video. Then we'll get back into this. Let's talk a little about the ship. So there's 2 switches, as you can see here, and I've also used the steering. You see that? The steering left and right to sort of make this hover around. It flies okay. It's not the bestest, but it's all right. So we press 1 and we can actually take off. I don't think... Oh yeah, 2. 2 does do something. It sort of flaps around like a little birdie. The wings will get eventually... what are you hitting? There we go. We sort of hover. That's a bit better. And then we can push W to go forward. And she flies all right, to be honest. And we can also turn with WAS and D because of that lovely little mechanism we made in there. And we just want to drop some altitude here. Try and get a little bit over this way. The turning is not particularly amazing. I think I can work on it a little bit more. As you can see, I've kind of lost control now. We're no longer going forward because it's so heavy. We're sort of going sideways. Is it stuck in that tree? Oh, I think we're stuck. Go for a crash. Yeah, as you can see as well, the front of the vehicle is also 2 pieces because of weight restrictions. Let's see if I can fix this all up. Yeah, you go back in there. Let's have a look underneath while we're in a compromising position. I will show you the innards of my beautiful T4-A. There is a lot of thrusters there, as you can see. If I press 2, it's a massive spider web of thrusters and controls. Let's get right underneath. We'll go back to the launch pad because it's just like in Jedi, where you see the T4-A take off with Vader, and I think Luke's on it as well. Or maybe Luke arrives to talk to Vader. I don't recall. It's been a while since I watched them. I should rewatch them. I watched them like 4 million times when I was a child. Let's get up into this lovely thing by opening up the bottom. Just made you a butthole. Oh, I just destroyed it. That's okay. I can fix that. That's the turning mechanism, which I've now just destroyed. Peanut. So we've lost turning in it, which is okay, but let's open this up. So this is what would turn it left and right, and I had basically half of them hooked up to the left and the other half hooked up to the right. I also had these hooked up to the left and right too, to try and make it sort of spin on a center axis, but it didn't quite work. I need to work on my flying vehicles. If you've noticed on the channel so far, I don't really upload many flying vehicles, which kind of sucks because I think they're super fun. I'm just very bad at making them, as you can see. We've got also our forward thrusters here, and I had to put these thrusters in here because thrust at the back would eventually tilt the entire machine into the air. So this kind of as stabilizers, and obviously all of these beautiful thrusters here for the hover. We needed that for the hover, and unfortunately I've now wrecked it, but that's okay. Can still have a bit of a fly around, just won't be able to turn. Going to leave some thrusters behind. Little leg. Can still fly forward. Actually, I can turn. It's not too bad. Let's see how high we can go. Let's go higher than the trees. Yeah, see, I need to like use the... Maybe I'll incorporate the suspension as well. I did try and use the suspension as turning, the suspension bug where you can actually turn vehicles around using the bearings and whatnot. I tried to put that in there, but unfortunately it didn't work. I think we're going to crash into this tree. Or are we going to fly through it? Yep, here we go. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs! I think I bit off a lot more than I could chew with this one. So in the next video, I would like to build some kind of flying vehicle, and I'm thinking a choice between an A-wing fighter, which I'll flash up on the screen, versus a Y-wing fighter, and you guys need to decide. So I want you to comment below, do you want me to make an A-wing next or a Y-wing next? And we're going to make it fully functional. I might even figure out a way to make some cool bombs if I make actually either of them, because both of them can be used as a bomber. Fun fact, the A-wing has a very dedicated fan base due to the fact that it can actually is one of the very few flying spaceships in Star Wars that allowed the pilot full control of everything. So weapons, of engines, the entire vehicle is controlled by the pilot, and only the best pilots would be able to use them. Which is why they kind of have a loyal fan base, as opposed to things like the Y-wing and X-wing, which have got weapon computers and even got their own R2 units and astro droids to kind of control them. I'm a bit of a Star Wars fan. I like Star Wars quite a lot. But anyway, let me know in the comments below. Do you want to see an A-wing or a Y-wing next episode? And if you leave a comment below, I'll even maybe show it in the next video. But yeah, that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you're on a mobile device, hit that bell button so you get a notification next time that I do upload a vehicle. Hit subscribe if you are new here. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I will be around for some more Scrap Mechanic tomorrow, and also have some more games coming up in the next couple of days, which I hope you will all enjoy and share with me. But I'm pretty happy with the T4-A. Let me know what you think. Can you do better? Do a better one. I'll feature it in the video. Let me know, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.